Brilliance Audio presents To Die in Vienna by Kevin Wignall, performed by George Newbern. Jiang Cheng didn't know Freddie Makin. Cheng returned to Vienna in September to commence his third year of teaching applied computer science at TU Wien. And over the following month, his routine picked up almost exactly where it had left off before the summer vacation. He lectured twice a week at TU, oversaw 3 tutorial groups, and supervised 4 doctoral students, as well as pursuing his own research interests. He was popular with staff and students alike. He lived in an old apartment building, a relaxed 10-minute stroll from the university. He shopped locally for fresh produce and rarely moved outside of that neighborhood except to go to work. He took great care with his cooking, led an orderly life, read books, or watched U.S. sitcoms on his computer, and allowed his obsession with coding and mathematical problems to extend deep into his leisure time. He ran daily on a treadmill in his spare bedroom. Once every 2 weeks on a Sunday, her day off between tours, he was visited by Wei Jun, a guide for Chinese tour groups visiting Europe. They made dinner together and talked, sometimes took a walk, although never to any of the tourist sites, and retired to the bedroom at the end of the evening where they engaged in a perfunctory sexual routine. Early on each second Monday morning, Jun left Cheng in bed and went off to meet her next tour group. Cheng waited for her to go, but got up and stripped the sheets as soon as she'd left. Despite its proximity to TU Wien, Cheng only went into the historic inner city once a week to meet Professor Marina Mikhailova, who taught Asian history at the nearby University of Vienna. They'd first met at an academic social the previous December, and now spent a few hours every Wednesday afternoon playing chess at the Café Grünstadel on Michaelerplatz. Their table was always reserved for them, and they paid almost no attention to the tourists or to the other handful of regulars, including the 30-something man who generally sat at the adjacent table reading English novels. Although the older Professor Mikhailova invariably glanced across to note the title of whichever book their neighbor was reading, Cheng didn't appear to see him at all. He certainly didn't recognize him and had no idea that he was a freelance surveillance expert working for a private company in Munich, and beyond that, for persons unknown. He didn't know that the reading man could describe every one of Cheng's tutorial students, that he knew the precise way in which he sliced peppers, the delicate, almost embarrassed way he blew his nose, all his little habits, the way in which he put on his socks, his clockwork bathroom routine morning and night, the heaving of his bony shoulders over Wei Jun's body, the postcoital face that looked exactly as it did after running. No, Jiang Cheng did not know Freddie Makin, but Freddie knew Jiang Cheng almost better than he knew himself.